Alright, so sun's coming out and we're getting ready to, we're unloading fruit right now on the truck back here. Let's see if you can see the fruit. There you go. So from an estate property up on Mount Feeder for one of our clients. And pretty cool view. Don't know if that turned out or not, but we'll see. And yeah, just getting ready to crush this over here. We've got Las Piedras cab coming in across the street. So I'm gonna head down there, and some more Merlot and Cab Franc coming down across the street, and then we'll head up to Oakville, 2 different locations in Oakville, and maybe even up to the Calistoga area. So, all right, so it's a brisk morning in Oakville, just starting my day, and thought I would take you through just kind of a random day in the harvest season. So yeah, so there is some fruit coming in today, which will be cool. So we'll be able to see that. George III Vineyard, Beckstoffer George III from Rutherford, and Melanson Vineyard from up on Pritchard Hill should be coming in today. So we'll check that out. Right now, we're at the first stop in Oakville on the east side of Oakville, to do some punch downs, some good old-fashioned punch downs. Alright, we're on the way up to Calistoga, well, kind of the Calistoga, North St. Helena area, to Honeycutt, where we will be processing the George III Vineyard for Boyce Family Cellars and the Melanson Vineyard for Torque Kenward. So yeah, just heading up the trail. Catch up with you guys when we get there. How the setup works here at Honeycutt. So pull this down, and be able to sort through it here, pull out anything you don't want to see in there. Yeah. John's on duty. Got this. Help with the brake. And then go down the stairs. This is not really safe to do with one hand, but whatever. So fruit comes down into the December. Stem. Across the shaker table. Get all that stuff that you don't want in there. Toss this really cool looking thing into the optical sorter. Yanni's taking a picture of me taking video. Woo! I just added sulfur and I just got a huge whiff of it. Whew. So this little optical sorter zaps all the bad stuff. What you're left with is perfect little berries. Go into the sump. Jump on into the tank. And there's Jeff. Alright, so we're doing a fire hose pump over. Actually, Geraldine's doing a fire hose pump over. I guess you can see why it's called a fire hose. This is early on. Wino's even really started fermenting it. So back in Oakville now, after processing fruit up in Calistoga, and just hanging out in my favorite little mysterious cave. It's actually raining a little bit right now, so previous video I was hiding out here because it was hot. Now I'm hiding out here because it's raining. Not really, but I just had to stop by and pick up some stuff in preparation for crushing here tomorrow. And yeah, I've got a little bit of a break, and so going to be going to the gym really quick to get a quick workout. So I'm slamming down a little pre-workout. It's actually, so I got a little coffee on board, and then mostly branched chain amino acids, because I train fasted, meaning that usually go between 16 to 20 hours without food when I hit the gym. And so actually I haven't had any food to eat yet today, and pretty high energy, feeling great. And this isn't a health or fitness video, but just thought I would throw that out there. So after I work out, I'll grab my first meal, which will be awesome. And yeah, I'm just kind of taking a minute to chill out. I do this often because there's a lot going on, especially during harvest, and there's a lot of stresses just in that, and then also, in my personal life, and all these things that are, pressures and all this kind of stuff. And things move fast, and you have a tendency, I think it's maybe like a survival instinct to you're always kind of like, what do I got to do next? Check it off the list. Let's go, go, go. And next thing you know, 2 months go by. So, just stop and think about the day so far and soak it in. And I'm really thankful that I got to do what I love today. I'm really thankful for all the people that I got to hang out with today. A lot of really cool people. That's really at the end of the day, I think, when this life is near its end, I think I really will, have a big smile on my face because of all the really awesome people that I had the privilege to be around. And it's nice to take inventory and really think about that. Like, today we were up there, and there's a great crew up at Honeycut at the winery up there, and just really good people, and had some really good conversations. I was talking about some of my favorite Ernest Hemingway books, and why I like Ernest Hemingway, and with one of the cellar workers, just little things like that. They're not, it has nothing to do really with making great wine or anything, and these are the little moments that kind of just get washed away when you're busy doing this and that. But to me, I like to savor them. I think that they're some of the best that life has to offer, and just really cool people. I got to see, I'll tag Aaron Pott in this somehow if that posted to Facebook. But Aaron Pott was up there running his fruit after ours, and got to stop and have a little chat with him. And obviously his reputation speaks for itself, and he's been making killer wine since I was in kindergarten. Sorry, Aaron. It's not that you're old, it's just that I'm young, right? At any rate, just great stuff like that, man. It's great to just take inventory, kind of soak it in, and appreciate it, because things are stressful, and you're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna be hard on yourself, and people are gonna be, stuff happens, and so you gotta give yourself some credit too, and you gotta kind of take some time to soak in all those little things, because they make it worth it at the end. And you really, I think in the long run, I'll look back and think, those were really the cool things that I enjoyed at the end of the day. So, yeah. All right, we are heading up Valley, and we're going to head to Oakville, to the east side of Oakville, to process some fruit at one of our clients' wineries. And, yeah, so let's head over there. Man, so still driving up to Oakville, almost there, going through Stag's Leap and into Yountville now. And, it was a kind of a gray, overcast morning, a lot of fog, and the sun is just starting to break through. And it's just like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I mean, this is a good example of, there's a lot of stuff to think about, what's going on during the day and whatever, and sometimes you'll be driving and then you'll be thinking about all this stuff, and then next thing you're at your destination and you didn't even really realize anything about your drive, and you look around and it's like, the fog still hanging out around the tops of the hills over here on the east side of the valley, and then the sunlight kind of just peering through in little stretches over across the vineyards, and it's got that really clean golden light. It's just like ridiculous. And I can look over on the western side of the valley and still see the tops of the mountains over there. Well, it's not really mountains, but yeah, I guess it is. So and just see the tops of the mountains kind of peeking through all the fog starting to burn off, and all the sunlight hitting. It's just like, it's unbelievable, man. It's it's beautiful stuff, man. And it's really cool to be able to be here and to see that. So anyways, just yeah, the work commute is awesome. And when you've got a lot of stuff on your mind and there's plenty of things you could be thinking about that'll bum you out, like, it's worth it to try to just take note of all the really amazing stuff around you. Yeah. All right. All right, so we're here in Oakville at one of our clients' wineries, and just cleaned the palanque and all the crush equipment. So just getting ready to set things up and process the fruit. Cheers. All right. Crushing the Oakville cab. So the beanie has come off because it's starting to heat up. Headed back to Oak Knoll. Not too bad of a drive. Pretty gorgeous. Gotta appreciate the little things. Headed to Oak Knoll, check on some tanks in 2 different wineries in Oak Knoll. And yeah, then I'll probably get something to eat, which I should probably do. That happens sometimes. But that's another good thing about intermittent fasting, is that I don't have to worry about eating until later on in the day, and that's what I normally do every day anyways, so it's all good, man. Had a couple cups of coffee, you know, body was burning fat for a source of fuel instead of carbohydrates and food. Insulin levels are super low. Feeling awesome, actually. So yeah, let's go check on these tanks. Cheers. Just out here getting fried by the sun. No, checking tanks at First Winery in Oak Knoll. Outdoor tanks for this guy. Well, you can't really see. Yeah, there you go. Outdoor tanks. So just checking on everything. Let's go up top. All right, heading up top, up the stairs. The outdoor tanks, which is kind of cool because you get a pretty sweet view. Could be worse. Now you're looking at the roof. All right. So I don't think you can really see into there, but recently crushed, so there's no cap formed yet. But we're heating this guy up, and soon we'll have a nice cap and some awesome wine. This is the Las Piedras fermentation. So yeah, tank check complete. Let's get another shot of the view, man. Pretty sweet. Yeah. All right. All right. Now the view inside is not as good as the view outside. That's okay. Hunting down my tank. Just making sure that the jacket is on and everything's looking good. Checking on my numbers, and let's go up top. Heading up top. Check on the tank. All right. So, same thing, just crushed, so there's no cap formed. I don't think you'll be able to see. It's pretty dark up here, but yeah. So, check's done up here. Everything's looking good. Time to head to winery number 2 in Oak Knoll. All right, we are at winery number 2, and in Oakville. There's 3 and 4. There's actually 2 more in Oakville, 1 in kind of St. Helena, Calistoga, and then 2 in Oak Knoll. So we're here at number 2 in Oak Knoll, and just checking out the Chardonnay barrel ferments. So it smells like a tropical cocktail, man. It's delicious. It's gonna be really good Chardonnay.